injector's tube. Those kids walked out of those homes. No one pulled them out.
Okay, so let's talk about Zach Cregger's new movie, Weapons, which is coming out this summer. This movie was slated to come out in 2026, but after positive test scores and all of that, it is coming out this summer in August, and I am so excited. I've been a huge fan of Zach Cregger ever since The Whitest Kids You Know. I'm a fan of Miss March, and I also love Barbarian, so I'm excited for this. By the way, apparently a connection to Barbarian and Weapons. They're in the same universe. It's all being told through the Maybrooks Missing website, which we'll talk about towards the end, but I made a whole video about it if you want to go check that out. But today we finally got a teaser trailer for the new film that is coming out from Cregger, which is Weapons. So the trailer pretty much showcases things we've seen already from the marketing, and we're about to get into the marketing throughout the whole summer, so don't miss out on it by hitting the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Let's get to 40K subscribers, but let's talk about this teaser here. So there's a voiceover in the trailer that says, "Mr. Graff, I can understand your passion, and I don't mind having these conversations with you, because God forbid if it was my child, I'd be demanding answers too." And of course, what they're talking about here is that there has been a sort of incident that happened in which we saw several kids at 2:17 a.m. go out of their doors from their homes into the darkness and never to be seen again in their pajamas and all of that. And that's basically the premise of Weapons, is where did these kids go? What happened out here? And that's what we're pretty much seeing here. So the voiceover continues by saying those kids walked out of those homes, nobody pulled them out, and then we see the kids going through the night in their pajamas. And it's very eerie, it's very goofy-ish at the same time, and I think it's something that really is adding a bit more of this layer that I think Cregger does in his horror work, is a wacky sense, but at its core it is very disturbing, it is very concerning as well, and I'm curious to see what Cregger is doing in this movie. But the movie, like I said, is going to be coming out this August, and they've already started some marketing campaigns for it. As I said, the Maybrook Missing site is talking about all of this that has happened, and the town's trying to reel over it. Now, in a CinemaCon footage that was shown this past month, well, actually at the beginning of this month, apparently there was some very interesting imagery there that hasn't been shown just yet. So apparently Julia Garner is in this movie, Josh Brolin. You also have Alden Ehrenreich as well as Benedict Wong. And in the movie, Garner is an elementary school teacher, according to this article from Variety, who is apparently having the worst day ever because when she arrives to her school, her entire first period class disappeared the night before. So these kids are the ones that disappeared just from her classroom. That makes it a lot more suspicious, and maybe people are going to start pointing fingers at Garner and being like, why was it just your classroom that disappeared, right? So there is a little voiceover as well of a little girl talking about this in the trailer that was shown at CinemaCon, and it says, "Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty because the night before at 2:17 a.m. every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs and into the dark, and they never came back." So this small town has just been hit by something that is mysterious and something very disturbing as well. And Garner is going to be the focal point for the parents and the administration that are pissed. They want answers. What the hell happened here, right? And we see that there is kids that are appearing now as apparitions, apparently, in the trailer with hollow eye sockets and disturbing smiles. Brolin is playing a heartsick parent who is coming for Garner and wants answers about his daughter. And apparently the footage is very disturbing that was shown at CinemaCon. So we got a little bit of a tease with this one, but not really the full depth of what is about to come, because the kids are apparently possessed, and apparently some of the trailer, some final moments from the CinemaCon footage reveal a terrifying figure hiding deep in the woods. One that looked like a female clown is what it's saying. New Line Cinema chief Richard Brenner described the film as intriguing, unpredictable, with a nice helping of batshit insane. And we heard Cregger also say at CinemaCon, it is a movie that unravels and reinvents itself as it goes. I mean, Weapons, I've been excited for this ever since Pedro Pascal was announced to star in this, not Josh Brolin. Of course, Pedro is no longer starring, but I'm still excited for this movie nonetheless. And like I said before, there's been a lot of talk about this movie even before its announcement, even being compared to PTA's Magnolia, which I am very excited when I hear that. If you haven't seen Magnolia, a must watch. But also theories before before the movie got announced were saying that this was about some witch or something, right? And I still think that, especially with the whole like female clown, I think that that might just be a disguise for the kids, and we could potentially have a classic in our hands. I think Barbarian was amazing, and I was excited about that they were releasing another film from Zach Cregger. Now Zach Cregger's doing Resident Evil, so Cregger's definitely on a pretty good like home run streak right now. Like he is just going around the bases, and I think that Weapons will be no different. I think Weapons is going to be incredible, and it looks like Warner Brothers might just have another hit in their hands. They just had Minecraft, they just had Sinners, and now they're going for Weapons. So very, very excited to see Zach Cregger's Weapons when it comes out in theaters. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions on it. What do you think about the teasers, the marketing, and all of that? We'll be talking about the marketing as they keep on releasing stuff. Like I said in that video, I am going to be doing it like I did Long Legs, where we discuss every single little thing they bring out and talk about what exactly is going on in our theories and all of that. So stay tuned for that. That's coming. I am also doing a breakdown on Bring Her Back later tonight, so stay tuned for that video as well. They just released another promo, and also it's kind of tied into the CinemaCon footage they released. It's a very good year for horror, honestly. Bring Her Back comes out next month, so we're pretty close to that one. So we'll be talking a bit more about that one, because we also have some more of the footage and also some more of the descriptions from CinemaCon. But let me know what you think about Weapons, if you're excited or not. What do you think is going on here? Why are these kids going out at 2:17 a.m. and never coming back? Let me know what you think is going on. It sounds like it, almost in a way, but it's going to be exciting. So Zach Cregger's Weapons will release August 8th, and it is going to be such a glorious summer for horror. But as always, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, make sure you follow us wherever you can, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, or all that good stuff. And I'll see all of you next time. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers. We're less than 600 away from that. I want to hit that before May. I think we can get to 40K before May. That would be incredible if we can do that. So don't forget to also hit that notification bell. I still want to do a Sinners whole live. Maybe that's going to be tomorrow, especially giving people more time to watch it, process the film, and we can discuss all the things in it. So I'll be putting that up today, that live event. So if you want to join, you can join. And I'll see all of you next time. We are super, super excited about Weapons and cannot wait. Warner Brothers, get me that screening. I'm there. I'm there if you get me the screening. But I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe. Stay positive.
What do you see that I don't?